What's up, guys? Welcome to chimicomics. My name is Riley and I've got a comic book haul for you today. So got some independent sellers on this stack, and this is my in-stock trades haul right here. So let's just go to the independents first. So first up, I got Batman Elseworlds Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1, but they're not like sequential or anything. They're just collections of independent stories. So I saw this for a good price, and it's the Vampire Batman collection, so that'll be some fun stuff to read. There's one of the stories there, and I'm pretty sure all of it, if not all of it, most of it is drawn by Kelly Jones, which Kelly Jones was actually my first introduction into Batman, like reading Batman comics, so it'll be fun to read some more stories drawn by him. I think they're pretty fun. Yeah, so Vampire Batman. It collects Batman and Dracula Red Rain, which is the pretty famous one, Batman Bloodstorm, and Batman Crimson Mist. So, fun trade there. Next up, I've got Batman and the Outsiders, and this collects the Brave and the Bold 200 issue, which featured like a sneak preview of the Outsiders comic. And we've got Batman and the Outsiders 1 through 13, as well as New Teen Titans 37, which they crossed over for a 2-issue story. So cover price is $50. I can't really justify that because this is not only is it standard size, but it has a not so good paper quality too. It's not like slick paper or anything. I thought it was oversized, but as you can see, it's not. So, but this is probably the best way to collect it physically. If there's a better way, let me know, because I've never seen it. I've read most of the issues in this, but I read them digitally, so this will be good to own it physically. And there's a couple issues I haven't read yet, so that'll be fun to get into. But it's just a fun 80s Batman, and he's not like grumpy and grouchy in this one so much as he is in more modern comics. This, you get to see him be a team leader, and that's pretty fun. So it'll be some fun stuff. I doubt there's any extras in here at all. You get a couple covers. And some art you can kind of see. Not very great, but whatever. I'm just here for the comics. So there's that crossover they had. Alright. And next I've got the 2 X-Force Omnibus editions. Got Volume 1, and I've never read any of this material before, so this is just going into my X-Men collection for later. It collects New Mutants 98 through 100 in the annual number 7, X-Men annual number 15, X-Factor annual number 6, X-Force 1 through 15, and Spider-Man, the 90s series by Todd McFarlane, number 16, Cable, Blood and Metal number 1 through 2, and material from New Warriors annual number 1 and X-Force annual number 1. I don't know why you wouldn't just include the whole annual for that, but whatever. So this does have New Mutants 98, which is Deadpool's first appearance, I'm pretty sure. I guess so. I'm trying to think of which was Cable's. I don't know. But let's open it up and see what's in here. I did buy this one used, so it's probably been stretched out before, I would think. Yeah, the spine looks okay. So I really like the cover there underneath the jacket. That's cool. Table of contents is like the classic Omnis. That's good. Let you see that up close. Alright. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's the first appearance of Deadpool. So, New Mutants 98. And just some cool Rob Liefeld art. And it's written by Fabian Nicieza. Don't know if that's right, but whatever. It's got Todd McFarlane, he was drawing the Spider-Man. John Romita Jr., Mike Mignola, the Hellboy creator. Mark Pacella. I don't really know Mark Pacella, but whatever. Yeah, just some sketchy 90s art. Like, lots of cross-hatching and stuff. But, yeah, this looks pretty fun. I'm a fan of 90s comics, so I'm definitely excited. There's a Juggernaut. Juggernaut's huge. So, yeah. We'll see if we got any extras in this. Yeah, pretty good section of extras. Some like character models, like not models, but like info on the characters. Got some of that in here. Looks like a newspaper article or something. Some kind of comic here. And got like the bagged issue. I actually own one of those. X-Force #1. Some trading cards. Let you see the trading cards. And you gotta have the babes in here. Got some pinups. And some sketches and inks. Yeah, that's cool stuff. There's what's on the cover, I'm pretty sure. And this has all of the covers that are inside on the back dust jacket. I always like that. Let you see what's inside without actually flipping through. Alright. So now I've got Deadpool and X-Force, which is really just volume 2 of X-Force. They probably did that for like a marketing gimmick, I guess, hoping you'll buy it because it says Deadpool, but it's really just volume 2. Fabian again with Mark Waid, Greg Capullo on art, Ian Churchill, and Joe Mad. So a lot of good artists on this omnibus. And this one collects X-Force 19. What did this one have? This had 1 through 15, so we're missing like 4 issues there. I don't know what that's about. So that's 19 through 31 and annual 2, so you get the whole annual that time. Cable 1 through 8, so his first series. Deadpool The Circle Chase 1 through 4, Deadpool 1 through 4, New Warriors 31, and Nomad number 20. So good chunk of issues here. That looks like 41 issues, I think. Let you see the back here. All the different issues. And the spine. I like the spine. It looks cool, but just wish it matched the first one better. So there's the cover board. It's just got like the top half of the dust jacket right there. So, and then the bottom half of the dust jacket's on the back. It's actually pretty cool. Alright. Stretch this one out because it needs to be. Another thing to notice, this one is made a little differently than volume 1. I don't know how far apart these were printed, but it's not the classic format like this one is. So you got like just the regular text, and the cover board on this one is black with the same on the spine, and it's got that marble looking paper on the inside. This one doesn't have that stuff. That doesn't mean it's an inferior book necessarily. It's just a different format. And I'm guessing the table of contents is going to be a little different. Yes, it is. So you don't get the classic table of contents. You get this new format they went with. Actually like this format better. This to me looks easier to pick out the issues, like to see, rather than this goes all the way across the page and this is just like a little column, so that's pretty helpful. I was trying to stretch it out. I didn't really want to make a big eye hole. Don't know what that's about. It's weird. Well, there's a little space. It's not glued to it, so that's good. Alright, so we get some cable and magneto right here. Cool stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of good art in this book, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to get through. Some really talented people working on this. Cyclops. I can't tell who the red-haired girl is because she looks really weird. I don't know. There's Deadpool. You know he's got to be in the book because he's on the cover. Yeah, this looks like some really good stuff. The art actually looks a little bit better in this one than it did in Volume 1. So. Let's see here. Marvel Swimsuit Special. Get that in there. Some sketches. Lots of pinups and inks. And some trading cards. Marvel was all about the trading cards back in the day. And from what I've heard, people growing up at that time, they loved the trading cards. I kind of missed that stuff. So I wasn't really into that stuff. And I wasn't born until 96, so kind of missed that one, but oh well. I did get in on the Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated series. I got all that stuff, but not really the trading card and stuff like that. But that's my independent haul, and this is my in-stock trades haul. So first up, I've got Moon Knight Volume 3, Final Rest, and this is the last volume in the first Moon Knight series. And this collects Moon Knight 24 through 38. And 38's the last issue. So, got it all here now. I'm excited to read it because I haven't read it before. I've read volumes 1 and 2, so I'm excited to jump into this pretty soon. I really like Moon Knight. He's a fun character. He's got like 4 different identities, so that's fun to read. Him juggling all these different lives. Like, he's not just like any normal superhero. You know, you got your superhero and whoever you are when you're not the superhero, but he has 4 different people, so yeah, looks like some fun stuff. And like I said, I've been enjoying the first 2 volumes, so excited to get into that one. Next up, I've got Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man New Ways to Live. You got Spider-Man kissing Catwoman on this. This fills in a gap between what is it? Okay, it's like there's 4 complete collections of Brand New Day, and then it goes to the Gauntlet, which is coming out soon. The Gauntlet Volume 1. This will fill in that like 10 issue gap, I think, between those two, and it's got a bunch of extras. Obviously, this is more than 10 issues. So it's got Amazing Spider-Man 602 through 611, Spider-Man: A Chemical Romance, Spider-Man: The Root of All Annoyance, Amazing Spider-Man Presents Anti-Venom: New Ways to Live 1 through 3. 1 through 3. That's a long title. Amazing Spider-Man Presents Jackpot 1 through 3, and material from Web of Spider-Man number 1 from 2009, and Amazing Spider-Man Family number 6. So yeah, they did relaunch Web of Spider-Man for like, I don't even think it went 20 issues. I may be wrong, but it wasn't many. Cover price is $39.99, which is expected with a trade this thick. But yeah, you're only getting 10 issues of Amazing Spider-Man, and the rest is other minis. There's Mary Jane on the scooter. I just got this because I'm a completionist when it comes to Spider-Man. I'm trying to collect all the complete collections. Yeah, I'm probably going to pass up on the Clone Saga and JMS Omnis. I thought about upgrading to them, but seeing how good these look on the shelf next to each other, thick trades, I decided to pass up on that. So I don't know. Hopefully these miniseries will be fun, but I'm not expecting too much. Alright, next up I've got Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, Volumes 2 and 3. And these will collect 6 through 10 and 11 through 15. So I read the first 5 issues, which is like what the first trade collects. I bought them in singles and decided to wait for the trades. It's a fun series. I've been enjoying it. But I've only read 5 issues, so I don't really know where he's going. But I'm excited to catch up on that. And it won't take me long at all because it's only 10 issues. But since Amazing Spider-Man number 1 in like 2014, 2015, when they relaunched, I have bought every single that's come out between that and until Dan Slott's run ended, and through Nick Spencer's first 5 issues. I've got those too. So I finally quit buying all the singles and decided to wait on these trades, but I'm excited to see where he goes because it looks like he's trying to bring Peter and Mary Jane back together, so that's always a good thing, and it just looks fun. Honestly, it looks pretty fun. It's got some Ryan Ottley art. This one does. Volume 2 doesn't. It has Humberto Ramos. He worked on Spider-Man like during the big time era, so I'm fine with them putting him on. Kind of brings some familiarity to it. But yeah, so excited to catch up there. Next up, I've got Immortal Hulk Volume 3. If you've been watching the chimicomics cast videos, I read the first 2 volumes. Those are really good. Everybody saying that this is a good series, they're not joking. This is a really good Hulk series. I'm not a fan of the Hulk at all, but I've heard such good things about this, I decided to try it, and I'm glad I did. So this collects Immortal Hulk 11 through 15. This is by Al Ewing and Joe Bennett. And it's got Alex Ross on the covers, which can't hurt. Alex Ross is really good at what he does. But yeah, Ewing really loves Hulk, and you can tell by the way he writes these stories. The Volume 2 kind of left on a cliffhanger, so I was really looking forward to this one. But yeah, excited for this. And next up, I've got all 3 volumes of Nailbiter. So this collects the entire series by Joshua Williamson. It's an Image title. So it's about, I don't know much about it, I haven't read it, but it's about like this small town in Oregon that I think it's like 16 or something like that. Serial killers have been born in that small town, so he's writing a comic about that. So that'll be pretty fun. 1 and 2, last time I checked, were on sale for like 14 bucks. This is like a $35 book, so 1 and 2 were for 14, and then volume 3 was, you know, typical in stock price, 42% off. So I couldn't really pass that up. These are nice books, but it's no dust jackets, just got the hard cover board. I'm pretty sure they're oversized. Yeah, they are. And really nice editions. Even if you paid full price, $35, this is still a pretty good book for that price. It's definitely better than the Batman and the Outsiders for 50. So volume 1, I think, collects 1 through 10. Yep. And 2 should be 11 through 20. And then you've got volume 3 at 21 through 30, and a nail biter hack slash short special. So little extra thing there, but it looks a lot bigger. I don't know. But these are the DCBS variants. So it's like In Stock Trades Company. They put out like a special cover for it. I got 1 and 2 because they were so cheap. But volume 3 was, I think, a little bit more for the variant, but I just want them all to be the same. So yeah, Joshua Williamson, he's a big comic fan, and I've heard good things about his writing, so I'm excited to see what he does here. So yeah, looks pretty interesting. The art is simple, and it doesn't look like there's a lot to read. Like, there's not a ton to read in this book. There's a lot of pages that don't have a lot of writing to them, like this. Like, there's hardly anything there. So I'll probably fly through this when I do decide to read it. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Look out for the chimicomics cast videos. I'm going to read some of this stuff and talk about it at the end of every month, so I can let you know what I think about these books when I do read them. And yeah, we've got a Chimmy Crisis video coming up for Final Crisis. That's coming soon. I'm about halfway through the omnibus, so really good stuff. I'm enjoying it so far a lot. I've read the main title once before, but putting all the extra stuff to it, it adds to the story quite a bit. So it's really interesting how differently I feel about it this time. So that's all I got. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you the next one.